seed in this playoff, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on a squad from the SEC, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. From the pistol formation. Gives it to the back. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
The defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Hands off to the left. The ball is loose. Defense has got the football.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the... Let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just with 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. A premium here on ball security. The last drive, of course, ended in a fumble. To throw, it's Stevens. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle finally made, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it at the 34. They attack the deep middle of this defense. Could come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground.
only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down, looking to throw it. Looking for the wide out. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Greasy had, 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history, and it's good that they're leaning on it.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Wolverines are going to keep this drive rolling.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Takes the handoff and tests the left side.
Brought down at the 11-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Same tailback, another carry. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Keeping it on the ground here. Only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up 4th down. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Here we go on 4th down. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. should be the last play of the quarter. Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. It's a shotgun run call. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Defense is coming out on this, winds up a safety.
I'm not shocked this happened in this game, right? Both these offenses struggled in the first quarter, and the first team to score in the second quarter does it with a safety. But let's give credit to this defense, though.
Just trucks through the defender. After a very solid kick return, they'll tackle him at the 36. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last time they had it going, they got stopped on 4th and goal. They got to put that behind them now. Put together something here. Play action here on first down. Makes the catch but did not get a foot down there, signaling incomplete. Brings up second down. And now from the pistol formation. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And here's the handoff. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
Timeout, Michigan.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course.
Okay, ready?
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Going for a big play downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. So the Fighting Illini offense is back out on the field now. Remember the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. And the pass is incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
They're going to run it here. He spins out of a tackle. Eventually taken down, but how about the spin move that earned him first down yardage?
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He pulls it in for a big gain. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Illinois now operating in the red zone. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there. Second down play coming up for this offense. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense of slowing them down.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Lets it go quickly. He's got it near the end zone. And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, fighting the line out.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
PAT is good, so it's 7-2. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job of the coverage team. Michigan offense back out on the field. They want to cut into this lead before halftime. They have to work quickly now. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. First down here for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Stevens. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Touchdown, Illinois. And the defense joins the party with a pick six. And the interception taken to the house, a pick six, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick six. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. And the ball is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, fighting the line out. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving in some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Extra point makes it a 19-point lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he's going to bring this out from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. And looking to throw now on first down. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Fourth and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Dropping back, it's Stevens.
that's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
Chris, I think I can hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
So the Illinois offense heads back out onto the field. And there's the handoff. Some hard running there through a tackle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
The offense was given a short field. Now can the defense come up with a huge stop here on third down? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's fourth down.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So they won't take a shot at the end zone. Out comes the field goal team trying to get 3 before the end of the half. And he knocks that one right through. And they add to their lead. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. One more play before they head to the locker room. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Powering through the defender. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Illinois sends the offense back out on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Checks this down to the running back. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, drops back. It's a quick grab. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big play. Moves the ball down inside the 30.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in scout scouting report, you look at him on film all week, the defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
And the Wolverines' offense is back on the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. The Wolverines looking to run some tempo here. To throw, it's Stevens. Running out of time in the pocket. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. It's a big gain across midfield down inside the 35. Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. And now the handoff. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Finds an open target on the left side. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down. The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments in half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And it's good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. So the Fighting Illini offense is back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. 1st down, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do that.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Second down after that previous play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
This Illinois offense is moving quickly down the field. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I was having we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 35. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. They're going to run it. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
That run sets up a critical third down play. As a design quarterback keeper. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got him to third down, a chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play. But you got to give credit to this offense. In the national championship, that big offensive line opened up a hole, and they pick up the first down and keep working clock.
Illinois 24, Michigan 9.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
The secondary backed up off the ball now. The defense showing blitz here. Trying to extend the play. 6-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 4.
Next up, 6. Brings up third down.
Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He breaks free, bringing pressure. He escapes one man, but he'll be swallowed up in the play and taken down.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And that will extend their lead even further. So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away.
Snap, The hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, that is a big play by this offense. Now they move the ball into the red zone. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you better be ready because the momentum that they've created, they're probably going to take a shot to the end zone right here.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
So second down after the incompletion. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3. And the Wolverines looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Back to throw again. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Boy, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And he knocks it right through. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the onside kick bounces out of bounds, so unsuccessful there, and it's a penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Finds room at the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
And that's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the 4th quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
And the wideout goes in motion. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fighting off the defender. The sophomore able to get home with the sack. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. He missed it. Off the miss, it's still an 11-point lead.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Going the other way, can they stop him? That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down. So the Illinois offense heads back out onto the field. Send the back in motion. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Tight end makes the grab. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the 4th quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Back in motion now. Pass is incomplete, but a flag is thrown on the play. This one could go either way. And that's an offensive pass interference call. Now it's 2nd down here. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down to the 27-yard line.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. They'll feed the back again. The tackle is made, and now it's official. We have our national champions. Well, this was an intriguing matchup coming in. We weren't sure which way it was going to go. Kirk, what do you think made the difference today?
Well, I think it's the critical moments, the third downs, the red zones, the turnover margin. Those are the areas you're usually going to see the difference in a close game, and today they were able to come up on top in a lot of those aspects of the game.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Illinois Fighting Illini.